Okay. You're not supposed to think what you're going to say. Just have an idea. Just let it flow. Just speak from the heart. And speak your truth. Most people are afraid to do that. In this day and age, with the control factor that we have from a certain class of people that aren't even American people. They pledge allegiance to a foreign nation. Want to keep you quiet about talking about them. And that is the way you know who controls your country, your media, your politicians, or those that you cannot openly speak about unless you're labeled, jailed, persecuted, and eventually beheaded for worshiping Jesus Christ. It's all coming to a head. My personal opinion is the Antichrist is sitting right there in the White House. The most arrogant, lying pieces of garbage I have ever in my entire life seen. Knowing what I know now about all the other presidents and politicians around the country and the news media and Hollywood, who runs it, and who I've been watching in all the movies and TV shows, we're all connected to this certain class of people, or they worship that certain class of people. They worship the god of this world, the little g, Satan, Lucifer, Beelzebub. The synagogue of Satan. If you research everything, you will find out that they already have guillotines. Where they're at, who knows? They have underground bases. They do sacrifice children to Moloch. The beast, 666. Star of David, which is not biblical, has 6 points, 6 triangles, 6 sides, inner sides, 666, which is the synagogue of Satan. The chosen ones, according to them. He who has not the Son has not the Father. They are God's chosen people. That is a fact. But not your heavenly Creator Father, who gave His only begotten Son, Jesus Christ, for our sins, died a horrible death. They hate Jesus Christ. Read their Talmud. Read their books. Listen to their rabbis. Not what they'll tell you on the live vision programming. They're not going to tell you on there. And on here on YouTube and other places, you're not going to be able to actually put out the truth that they speak. But it's out there. To them, we are nothing but cattle going. They serve the God of this world that craves blood and death. The surveillance state is here. Now they need their data centers. Thousands of data centers ain't enough all across God's stationary, unmovable earth. They got to have more. I've noticed that they've allowed... I've put up a couple videos lately. They got my channel taken down before. Why is that? Because they're tracking and tracing. I'm marked. I know that. And every time you comment or leave a like or dislike, they know. They're going to know everything there is to know about everybody. That's the beast system. Your barcodes on every item that you buy out of your grocery store, out of your hardware, all those lines have numbers assigned to them. The ones on the very outside edges on every barcode and dead center in the middle, the two long lines, the number for that is 6. 666 has already been put into motion decades ago. And I would have never thought growing up I was USA, USA. Proud to be an American. Not anymore. I see that flag and it irks me. The same as the other one with just the Star of David. Both flags. Any flag. Almost makes me ill to my stomach. And it's going to come down to, if you don't back this Antichrist, who can make war with the beast? You're going to be labeled. You're not patriotic. The highest paid and more money allocated to ICE and Border Patrol, which is all a big scam, you know. Stop and really think about why all of these people that talk different, or their color of skin is not white, that these fake Jews want rounded up. They're taking over the U.S. I don't know if YouTube will leave this one up or not. Be frankly, I don't care. And the Mandela effect. This is one that boggles the mind. It boggles my mind. How could somebody's name change and they say it's always been like that? Like Sally Fields, she swears up and down before she passed away that her name never had an S. But you can find evidence that it was, even in her interview for Gidget. The sign they brought out when they take one, you know, has Sally Fields. But she swore her name never had an S. Well, the reason I brought that up real quick was Ephesians 5:11. Used to read in my King James Bible, I'm paraphrasing, but I think I got this right. Expose them. Now it says reprove them. No, it never said that. And your so-called Christians think that you're just misremembering. They know it was the lion. Well, there are some that, I have no reason to doubt. See some of the changes. I know one individual that swears it was always the wolf. But he sees the other changes in the Bible. That boggles my mind. This ever-changing world, where my reality, Statue of Liberty, was on Ellis Island. There was only 3 great pyramids. Now there's 6. They knocked down the Georgia Guidestones, blew them up, destroyed them. They could have saved the other 3. They didn't want to. They got their point across. Maintained population 500,000. See this? Telemarketers. So sick of that. Sick of it. I don't even answer it. Give me a minute. Yay. Yippee. I don't know. I also had a couple other things I wanted to touch on. Get ready, because they're and actually robbing the taxpayer on this too. All these warehouses that they are buying up for detention centers. For who? For who? The Antichrist said he will get rid of all the Jew haters when he was elected and refused to put his hand on the Bible. Buying these places up near the railroad tracks. And they are scamming millions of dollars off the top of that too. Touting this is the best economy. No other president could do what I have done. I just left a message. I don't even answer them. I don't care. I'm sick of this place. Used to be, I enjoyed life. Now I'm just like I'm sitting waiting. Don't know what shoe's going to drop next. Just waiting. See how it all plays out. Evidently I'm meant to be here to watch it play out. And I can't understand all these so-called alternative media refuse to touch the subject of the shape of the earth. They're so smart. If you're that smart, look into where you live and see how they are deceiving you. They want you to believe there's UFOs and aliens, that this closure's coming. It's just so simple if you open your mind and think about everything they say and then just stop, back up a little bit. If we tilted on this ball away from the sun to get our seasons, where'd the equator go? That one right there. And if Mercury and Venus is between you and this ball, fantasy ball Earth, and the sun, nighttime, how could you see them in the sky? How could that sun be reflecting off of them? They're behind you. They're in the daylight, behind you. But on the stationary, unmovable Earth, built on 4 pillars, with a firmament above it, and the stars and the sun and the moon, the wheel in the sky that keeps on turning, you would see them. And the seasons would be very easy to explain. How in the wintertime and central part of the U.S., it can be 30 degrees. If you drive 1,000 miles south, you can gain 50 degrees in temperature from something 93 million miles away. Or could it be that it has just moved further down in its circuit, going around the stationary, unmovable, flat earth in the firmament? The equator would never change. So simple. So easy. Oh, we're going to go back to the moon. Never been there. They even admit it. But whatever. Get ready. We are so close now, in my opinion. I don't know how it's all going to play out. I'm just here. And I quit leaving the little hearts on the comments in all my videos anymore. It's not that I don't read them. Just thank you for your comments. I've not ignored them. I don't know what else to say. Like I said in that last one I sat down, I don't know how many more of these I'm going to make. There is not one God-fearing, righteous man in this administration or in our political Washington, D.C. that I can see. They worship their father, the devil, the god of this world, the liar and the deceiver from the beginning. Anybody that lies to you has not the Father. I've done a lot of lying in my life before I realized the truth shall set you free. But now it says make you free. That's another one. People just read it like it's always been like that. No, it hasn't. It just, I just don't know what really, there's so many things that boggles my mind. Horse and buggy, hammer and chisel, created all these monumental cathedrals, all these giant bridges. And they're going to stop the chemtrails, right? No, they ain't. Every time they say that, some politician that comes out and lies about it. A day or two later, you look up the sky. It's everywhere. They want to kill us off. However they can get by with it. And they're getting ready for another pandemic. The measles. I had the measles as a kid. Every kid around me had measles as a kid. You got to take a few days off school. Lay around. Recovered. No after effects. But oh my God, We got 1,000 cases. Shut the fuck up. Excuse my language. That's another thing these so-called Christians can't stand to hear. Say anything you want around me, but don't take the name of the Lord in vain. I can't stand that. Anyhow, down the road.